So I'm trying to get these messages out the way, y'all, and no, I didn't clear any space on my phone. Um, but you're keeping something close to did my pre-pool or whatever. But you're keeping something close to the vest. For some of you, you are sick of people like ruining and destroying your plans. For some of you, this has to do with family or people around you. For some of you, you have new opportunities, things that are opening your mind that you're not telling anybody about. For some of you, you're getting over health challenges at this time. For some of you, you may not have told anyone that you were sick or that you were going through something, um, but you were. For some of you, you've kind of been in hermit mode because you've been going through things. Like I said, for some of you, you've been grieving, you've been ill, you've had your own like maybe mental conflicts or maybe even depression, like you've been to yourself. And I just got a notification. For some of you, it's been hard to trust the people around you. For some of you, this stems from childhood and maybe even it being hard for you to trust your family, um, whatever that looked like for you. Because I can't categorically say what it was. Now, I can tell you what I'm picking up on. I can tell you that, for some of you, your family would tell you yes, and then as soon as it's time for whatever the yes was, they're gaslighting you, telling you they never told you yes. For others of you, trigger warning, you could have been molested by certain family members or people who, like maybe your family brought around you. For some of you, you're realizing that your family has been your biggest secret haters. For some of you, they've been very upfront with it too. You're learning to keep your peace to yourself, to keep what you're creating to yourself. For some of you, you have an art career or um, a career in health, beauty, maybe even nature in some way, or maybe you're a naturopath, you're holistic. Hi. For some of you, you're about to really set off on this path, like maybe with healing yourself, getting into herbs, learning the maybe spiritual and medicinal benefits of certain herbs, plants, and things around you. For some of you, you're tapping into whether you're masculine or feminine, you're tapping into your feminine energy, that creative side of yourself. You're birthing something new and possibly very quickly. Like spirit is moving you forward. For some of you, you're traveling. You could be traveling overseas. You could be going to it doesn't necessarily have to be overseas, but for some of you, you're going back to maybe where your mother is from, maybe within the next week or so, or next 10 days. Could be the next 2 weeks. For some of you, you haven't had the best relationship with your mother, um, or that relationship has changed in some way. You're possibly holding back from her. For others of you, this is a sister or just a mother figure. For some of you, spirit saved you from a situation. For some of you, spirit saved you from possibly getting pregnant by somebody who would play you. For some of you, this person could be a fire sign, an earth sign, an air sign. For others of you, like you're celibate or abstinent at this time and you're saving yourself for the right one. For others of you, when you do get pregnant or whatever you're creating, because it doesn't necessarily have to be a baby, but whatever you're creating, you definitely need to keep it close to the vest until it's time to more or less be birthed or revealed. I don't feel like this is something you should rush or can be rushed. For some of you, you're healing from a miscarriage or fertility issues. You may feel like you can't get pregnant. For some of you masculines, if you're listening, you may feel like you're not going to be able to get someone pregnant because it hasn't happened in the past, or you're working on your health so that it doesn't, um, so I guess the pregnancy doesn't fail for some of you. That's a real fear. I don't feel like it will. Like if this is something you're actively working on or working towards, it's not going to fail. It's going to come full circle. It's going to come full term with this world card, especially if it's like a baby. You could be concerned that, like you could have had miscarriages in the past. For some of you, you could have had some abortions in the past. Um, for some of you, even recently, or you have had like PCOS, and like you really want to become a mom, or your partner really wants to become a mom, someone around you, and like it haven't hasn't happened yet. For some of you, it's literally because spirit was saving you from maybe a horrible pregnancy, maybe the DNA wouldn't mix right. For some of you, I'm hearing your child would have been disabled in some way, and not that all babies aren't blessings, the disabled ones too. But I feel like it would have been more harm to this child for that DNA to mix than for maybe it to go back to spirit and come back through another parent in the future. And I feel like for some of you, that's what's going to happen. I have been picking up a lot on spirit babies and rainbow babies, um, cycles completing. For some of you, you are breaking certain generational patterns that are allowing for these children to come into existence. For some of you, you had to sweeten up. And I just got a notification, so confirmation. For some of you, yeah, you had to sweeten up. Spirit had to work on you, um, and who you are, because the way that you maybe present to other people or how you possibly speak or communicate with other people isn't the way that they want you to or have been treated in, yourself in your past. How, for some of you, how you were raised, your ancestors don't want you to raise your children that way. Some of the ideals, the beliefs, the values that you were taught, your people don't want those things to continue. And that could be part of your secret. Look, and I just got a notification, and it's the Travel Channel Unsolved Mysteries. So for some of you, yeah, you're finally solving certain mysteries. You're finally seeing why, damn, I act like that because of this. You're looking at people in your family and you're seeing how their relationships with Um, their partners are, their children are. You're seeing certain patterns, and you're like, oh, we're gonna stop that. Now, for some of you, you already have children, and for others of you, you're going to have more. But maybe for some of you, how you raise, like for example, right? Um, I have children now. How I raise those children, when it comes a time when I have more children, I probably won't be, well, I know I won't raise those children in the same ways. Why? Because I've grown. I'm not the same mommy that I was when I had those first children, you know. Even to those kids, I am different. I'm different than they were when I was younger and they were younger. For some of you, you had to evolve in a certain way. For some of you, with this King of Wands energy, you were a bit more fiery. You were a little hotter than you are now. You may be more calm and at peace. You may have like more of your mental, emotional shit together, your spiritual shit together. You've developed in a different way. And I just saw 11:33 on the timer. You've grown. You finally have good things that you can pass down through the bloodline. But you've also brought certain things to an end too with spirit's direction. For some of you, your parents didn't complete certain spiritual, ancestral, generational missions, whether voluntarily or involuntarily. Um, they didn't complete certain missions. They didn't pass down certain values. And for some of you, they did pass down certain values, and that was the problem, which is why things are changing. 12:23 on the timer. For some of you, you have received gifts and talents and mindsets. Um, for some of you, you're a bit more nurturing. You're a bit more considerate and kind than the people who came before you. You're more at peace. For some of you, you speak your mind a little bit more than the people who came before you. It was always meant to be that way. For some of you, you're a bit more independent than people who came before you. You take more risks, but you also get the reward. For some of you, you're more spontaneous than others around you. For some of you, that's come at a fault for you, at a detriment. For some of you, spirit has allowed you to slow down or keep a certain pace without harming yourself, or um, for some of you, I'm hearing putting your wisdom or freedom at risk. I don't know, y'all. I just see a lot of evolution. For some of you, it's definitely your pain has turned into your power. Like the things that were quote unquote meant to break you is really what made you. Like all of the betrayals, all of the deceit. For some of you, your ancestors are getting that shit back in blood right now. Um, and you're none the wiser of it. And you're not really supposed to be. For some of you, you have been trigger warning. SA in the past, your people and the divine didn't forget about that. They didn't. There are people who are suffering right now because of how they made you suffer in the past. And I'm getting so many notifications right now. So yeah, yeah. For some of you, this is something that you often think about, or that comes up every now and again. And for some of you, yep, notification. It strips you of your joy or the joy that you have right there. Um, Spirit is moving you out of that space. For some of you, you have a fear of possibly having intercourse with someone or being intimate with someone in the bedroom because of what you've experienced in the past. For some of you, this is how you feel with your person. It's getting close to a time where you and your person, y'all are about to like move towards that level where you're about to sleep with each other, and um someone may be scared. You both may be scared. It could be your first time with each other or just in general. Why am I hearing for somebody, your person or you ain't you and or your person, y'all are both scared that the other one isn't gonna like it. You cool. Um, for some of you that comes from like a past relationship, maybe where you were abused. It was how that person talked to you, it was how that person treated you. For some of you, you're used to people who hit it and quit it, or you're used to people who aren't committed to you regardless of how much love and affection, time, um, sex or lack thereof that you give this person. And you're finally moving into a relationship where, although that counts, it doesn't count as much. Like you're gonna be with someone that you don't have to struggle with. For some of you, you have had a many a relationships where it was what they call a struggle of. Now, for others of you, there have been problems going on in your relationship. I feel like you two are, especially this weekend for some of you. I don't know why I just said that, but whatever. It's just feel. Um, y'all are about to call a truce. Like, all right, that's enough. Oh shit. So I'm seeing the reel that's been going around on TikTok. At least that's where I've been seeing it at. I'm pretty sure it's in other places. But it's a clip from What's Love Got to Do with It, the Tina Turner story, where she's sitting in the car. Boy, don't you jump up here in the middle of my reading. Where she's sitting in the car with Ike after they've broken up, and he's telling her like, okay, now it's been enough of this shit. Just go rude. Go ahead and keep going. You don't need to smell them and inspect. Young man, young man, young man. Yep, just rude. For children, I swear. But anyway, so he's trying to reconcile with her, and he like, all right, it's enough of this. It's time to come home now. So your person is sick of you being not me here. I'm so sick of being lonely. Who was that? Field Mob. Yeah. So for some of you, your person is sick of you not talking to them or showing as much affection. For some of you, you may be in a King of Cups reverse energy where you're Like I said, you're not as affectionate, you're possibly emotionally unavailable, or the amount of love that you were given has decreased. They're like, okay, okay, babe, teamwork makes the dream work. Like, let's work on this. I'm done being toxic. Like, I'm sick of losing sleep over this shit, over your ass. Cause I know you over there just sleep peacefully, ain't you? Ain't you? Yeah. Somebody is done self-sabotaging this. For others of you too, be mindful of coworkers around you. Some of them could be like throwing evil eye at you. They keep showing up. Yeah, some of y'all people are working on you in your sleep or trying to anyway. Um, Now for others of you, so far as that relationship goes, um, you were sick of this person's bullshit. So you may have pulled your energy back just a little bit. They want to talk now. They want to talk now. They want to apologize with the Knight of Cups. For some of you, it's the Gemini. For others of you, it's the Libra. For some of you, it's the Aries or a Scorpio, Virgo, Aquarius, Pisces, Leo. Hmm? 22, 22 on the timer. Did y'all hear that horn? So confirmation. Yeah, somebody wants a reconciliation or wants to reunite with you. For some of you, you're going to be invited out on a date, but you might not feel like this person is going to actually show up, but they will. Okay. All right. So, yeah. And it's the truth. Ace of Swords, 2311 on the time. Not me here and don't leave me. What's that by? Blackstreet. 90s music, 90s R&B could be significant. Someone doesn't want to lose you, especially with that Five of Cups. Yeah. Like, all right, I'm done fucking this up. I want to protect it now. Let's start over. It's the Queen of Swords, and here's the King of Swords coming out. Yep, they want to fix it. Oh, now you want to be in your big daddy energy. Okay, all right. It's taking you forever, but you wanted to make it solid. Okay. Now you want to balance things out. Your mind to change, huh? To change the whole lot. Now you know where home at, huh? Yeah, don't want things to end, but you want things to change. All right, you hard work is paying off. Ready to put in the work and reap the reward. For some of you, Spirit is changing your living situation. And as soon as I look over for another deck of cards, here's Divine Time. So I feel like things are definitely manifesting in divine time. For some of you, you have a past person, past life person coming back around. Hmm. Not me hearing Lotto's big mama. Yeah, they coming back to get their big mama. I'm gonna leave it there, and I just got a notification. So yeah, and it's from Vintage Lifestyle USA. So that confirms what I was saying about the past life energy. Feel like I'm reading for myself right now. All right, Royals. Peace. Happy Friday. And happy 10 Portal.